So everybody, as you might have seen in one of my recent videos, we applied to the Chase Hyatt Card, got approved, and now I got it in the mail, and I wanted to do a quick unboxing and talk about how I plan on using this card moving forward. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So as you guys can see right here, I haven't even opened this letter yet, so we're going to open this together for the first time. And this is how these Chase cards usually come, or any card for that matter. It usually comes in kind of this no-name packaging or no-name letter, and it's usually a thicker piece of mail. So let's open this up. So when you do open it up, you are greeted with, of course, your name, your address, but more importantly, your credit line that you were given for the card that you just applied for and got approved for. Now you do notice that the credit line is given to you the moment you get approved, but it's nice for it to be reiterated. And then this is where the actual card is itself. So if we pull this out, this is what the card looks like. You have this nice gray colorway with the World of Hyatt logo on the top right, the Visa, the chip, and then the name down here. And then on the reverse, it's going to give you your credit card information and your credit card number. I'm kind of glad that cards are kind of going away from putting all the information on the front for these exact purposes, but that's the card. Let's put it off to the side for a second. Then down on this sheet, it kind of gives you a synopsis of exactly what you're going to be getting. So you do get automatic elite status, so you get discoverer status, which I'll show you guys on my phone right here, that it already has been implemented. It took about 4 business days for me to go from a regular member to a discoverist member. And then one thing to take into consideration, if you are a World of Hyatt member and you've stayed at a couple properties already, it's going to kind of wash those away immediately. I'd already accumulated 5 nights at Hyatt properties this year because of a trip that I took to CES, but you needed 10 nights to get from member to discoverist status, and basically Hyatt wipes away those 5 days and gets you all the way to discoverist status. I thought maybe I would go from discoverist status and keep those 5 nights and maybe be at 15 nights, but we learned that now you're at discoverer status and you start from 10 as opposed to maybe keeping the ones that you had before. But then you get a rundown of all the spend categories, so you get 4 bonus points on the top of the 5 bonus points that you get, so you get 9x back for every dollar spent at Hyatt properties. You get 2 bonus points per dollar spent on local transit and commuting, including taxi cabs, mass transit. And this is kind of like the travel category that you get from any Chase card, so it is pretty robust when it comes to any form of transportation. And then 2 bonus points for every dollar spent at restaurants, cafes, and coffee shops. And of course, as part of my sign-up bonus, you do get a 6-month period where you do get 2x on every dollar spent, no matter the category. What I am curious to see, and what we're going to talk about as we move forward with this card, is if it will be 2x on top of the already 2x that you get on some of these categories. So for instance, will I be getting the 1 base point plus the additional base point and then another one to get 3x during the 6-month period? That remains yet to be seen, but I'll update you guys with a future video. But then when it comes to the rest of the packaging, you get a nice little pamphlet right here that lets you know a little bit more in depth what you're dealing with in terms of how many points you get for what categories. Again, just a little bit more nuanced detail on everything that you get from getting this card. It also allows you to get 1 free night per every calendar year, excluding the first year, because of course we have the sign-up bonus of 35k points after $3,000 of spend, plus an additional 30k points by getting 2x back on every dollar spent up to $15,000 in the first 6 months. And then you do get 1 additional free night if you spend up to $15,000 per year, which does allow you to get up to 2 free nights at Category 1 through Category 4 hotels if you use this kind of as a main card and spend at least $15,000 per year on this card. And then it gives you a nice little quick rundown on the different loyalty statuses that you get. So Discoverer status, you get 10% bonus points on every stay. In order to earn those points, you do get 2 p.m. late checkout, which is going to be nice to see, and then preferred room within a room type booked in terms of an upgrade, which isn't really going from a normal to a suite upgrade, but for instance, if you are staying at a hotel where they categorize maybe an upper or higher floor or maybe a better view, it's going to be the same room but just a better category in that same room, which does give you a nice free upgrade, kind of, sort of. But then if you do get to Explorers and Globalists, which ultimately I wish we can get to Globalist status hopefully this year, because it comes with an amazing set of perks like suite upgrades when available, 4 p.m. late checkout, free parking, as well as free breakfast for 2 adults and 2 kids every single morning that you're there at any location, as well as club lounge access if your hotel does have one of those. And then you get some more paperwork like the APR and the financing and things like that, which we're going to avoid because we're paying this card in full every single month, so we don't have to worry about any interest accumulating on this card. And then you have your card member agreement, and finally your guide to your benefits, which gives you the ultimate nuanced detail of exactly what to expect from this card moving forward. But now, how am I going to use this card personally? Because again, I'm in a situation where I love accumulating Chase points, but most of the Chase points that I do accumulate end up going towards Hyatt stays anyway. Of course, as of right now, I'm going to move all of my spend over to this card for at least the first tier of the sign-up bonus, being the 35,000 points after spending $3,000 in the first 3 months, which I will be able to hit relatively quickly because I have a large expense coming up have to replace the windshield. That's going to be about $1,000, which will get me to that status very quickly. But then I have to decide if I want to continue to use this card after that, because again, you do have 6 months after the fact, earning 2x back on every dollar spent, up to about $15,000 to give you the full 65,000 point sign-up bonus. But I'm also in a situation where I currently have the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, where it's earning me 5x back on all groceries moving forward for an entire calendar year, which basically means that those are also Hyatt points that I can transfer from Chase over to Hyatt. So I gotta see exactly what is gonna be the most beneficial situation for me, because even though I am spending and getting 2x back on this card on all my categories, you still get some additional benefits like getting up to those $15,000 to spend to get the free night. You get the ability that every $5,000 that you spend, you get 2 additional qualifying nights that fast track you to getting status and going from Discoverist all the way to Globalist. So that's something that I'm going to play with over the next coming months. But first and foremost, we are going to make sure that we get the sign-up bonus, and then after that, we'll look back and consider exactly what our next move is. But that'll do for this video, everybody. I just wanted to unbox this with you guys because I've been wanting this card for a long time, and throughout this credit card journey, this was the one that I wanted to get to at some point after I got all my 524 out of the way, after I got all the main Chase cards out of the way. So I'm big into the Chase ecosystem. Right now, my main cards are going to be the Chase Sapphire Reserve. I have the Freedom Flex, the Freedom Unlimited, as well as now the Chase World of Hyatt card. And the non-Chase cards that I have is going to be just a Capital One card that's under my name, and then part of our 2-player system. My wife has the American Express Gold, as well as the Build card, and then we of course have some Chase Business cards, which we might talk about in a future video. But that'll do it, everybody. If you made it to the end, leave a little dolphin in the comments down below so I know you made it to the end. And let me know in the comment down below if this is a card that you're kind of considering getting. There is no referral program right now for this card, but I will leave the best link down below, which I believe you can get that bonus sign-up bonus up through the end of March of 2025. So definitely jump on it while you can, because normally it's 30,000 points. This time around it's 35,000 points for the sign-up bonus. But if you guys want to watch more videos like this one, definitely check out one of these right here. And until next time, happy spending, everybody. Peace.